You are listening to a Pleasure podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.
You know, I have these fantasies of like just going hog wild.
Oh, you're going to do rages?
Rages?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What is rages, mother?
You don't know what rages is?
What are rages?
You know raging. What? What?
You're a rage? Like, I'm going to go rage?
Yeah.
It's not called doing rages.
What is it called? It's raging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to go raging?
Yeah, you're going to go raging?
Yeah, I'm going to go raging after this coronavirus is
Like
finished.
go to clubs and dance and like party till 4 a.m. You never would do that. You'd be like, oh, I'm going to be so tired the
I'm going
next
to make
day.
up for some fucking lost time.
Okay, Mr. Rager.
It's uncomfortable to talk about sex, but sometimes it's important to get uncomfortable. Sex Talk with My Mom is the best mom-son podcast about sex.
It's the only one as well.
My mother is a cougar.
My son is a clown.
In a nutshell, my dad died, so my mother decided to create a YouTube channel all about sex, like all mothers do.
And then my son decides to use my material in his stand-up comedy routines.
And thus, Sex Talk with My Mom was born. Welcome to Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
We're reporting live to you from the end of the year, 2020. Good fucking riddance.
You know what I just heard?
Huh?
2020 is hindsight. Or no, I screwed the joke up. You know what I'm talking about?
Hindsight is 2020?
This is the one time you could say hindsight is 2020. No, that's not what it is. All right, never mind. It was a botched pun.
I like that we end our 2020 with the worst intro that we've ever done. I think that's fitting for this year.
Yeah, I do too. You little sneaky freaks.
I want to give a shout out to all the sneaky freaks that joined us on Patreon.
Oh, boy.
Our holiday Zoom party last week. It was a fucking blast.
It really was. If you guys want to have a good time and get to know each other and all the other sneaky freaks that are on Patreon, join us at patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom.
It is such a wonderful, open-hearted, sweet community of people. It fills me with glee every time that we do one of those Zooms. And I want to give a special shout out to...
Wait, can I just ask what fills you with glee means?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, it fills me with glee.
Glee?
Yeah, it fills me with fucking glee.
Okay. I never heard of someone being filled with glee. Joy, maybe.
Glee fills me with glee. That's what the sneaky freaks do.
Similar to warming the cockles of my heart.
Yes.
Cockles.
And
when I think of cockles, then I go to Game of Thrones because she was selling cockles.
She was selling cockles?
Ariel or Ari, whatever her name is selling cockles.
You're so off the rails today.
Can you tell?
Yeah, where is your brain?
Didn't sleep well last night.
Jesus Christ. Can I just say one other thing?
Yes.
A big congratulations to Richard Mystery.
Oh, yeah. He's
crowned the sneakiest freak of 2020.
Yeah. And that was no easy feat because there was a lot of competition for that sneaky freak.
We played Never Have I Ever on the Zoom call, and Richard Mystery won as the sneakiest freak of all.
I would say by a considerable landslide. He beat the shit out of both of you and I, Mr. and Mrs. Vanilla here.
It sounds like we're like vanilla together when you say it like that.
I mean, like, we're both pretty vanilla, boring, yes, non-freaky people.
Mother?
Yes?
I would like to reflect on this year.
Let's reflect.
Do you have a favorite episode of 2020?
I think we should have some reflection music. Na, 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 na. Oh, that's graduation. Never mind. Yeah. Na, 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 na. All right, never mind.
Was that what you wanted to do? You wanted to sing that?
I was going to sing it for you, but I'm not even sure that was a graduation song or the end of the year song. I think it is the New Year's song.
It's an old Lang Syne, I think.
Is that what you sing in New Year's? Yeah. All right. I was actually on cue there.
Yeah.
Go on. So what was the question?
I'd like to know your favorite episode of 2020.
Number 30. I was anticipating this, so I had already prepared, believe it or not. It's number...
What do you mean, believe it or not? I fucking wrote down and told you I was done way ahead of you, and I said you have to fill out these highlighted portions as I meditate.
You could keep that quiet.
Okay.
Number 335. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Stick a finger in your ass. Literally one of the funniest episodes I've ever heard in our existence.
Because I got high and tried to stick a finger in my ass?
Basically. And you were slipping and sliding around over there?
I have noticed there is a whole saga that's emerged in 2020 of it's just gradual steps of me trying to get something into my asshole.
Yeah. It's a process, apparently. I've noticed
I'm
a lot of
hoping in
things about...
2021, that's a resolution.
Oh, you're being...
Something
what?
goes in the ass.
Something goes in the ass. Like, what do you want? Like, what? Are you thinking like a pencil? Or are you thinking like...
Not a pencil.
A needle?
No needle.
A Q-tip?
No.
What?
Maybe a finger.
Why do you need anything going in your ass?
It's supposed to be 40 times as pleasant.
No. If you actually get to the point where you're giving yourself a prostate massage, yes. But
Or someone else giving me a prostate
or whatever.
massage.
But you're sticking your pinky finger in your ass is not going to get there, and it's a stupid waste of time.
You got to start somewhere, mother.
Well, that's why
I got a prostate. It needs to be massaged.
All right, sneaky freaks. If you want to massage Cam's prostate, let us know.
What the fuck?
We've got a text line.
What do you mean? Let us know if you want to
sing the text.
No, I'm not going to sing the text line for that question. That's a bullshit question.
3920. I got that part.
310.
You already forgot our text line too?
I got all forcocked over here.
Go ahead. What's the number?
310-356
3920. Text us and let us know.
If you want to stick a finger in my ass? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Text if you want to
If
fuck
someone's-
my mother.
Ew. What kind of statement is that?
Well, that's how it sounds when you say text us if you want to stick a
You're
finger
the
in my
one who
ass.
just said, I need a partner that can stick their finger in my ass so that I can get comfortable with a prostate
It
issue.
doesn't mean I'm soliciting fucking finger banging from some of our sneaky freaks right now.
All right. Never mind. I apologize for the solicitation of my son's
What the
ass.
fuck? Yeah.
All right. Moving
I
on.
have to be connected to the person that...
Well, I'd like to tell you why I
sticks
thought
a
it was
finger
so
in my
funny. What happens with me and you is that we start recording like a topic, like sticking a finger in your ass, and the next thing you know, it devolves. It just
Yeah.
goes into some other crazy ass train of thought.
That's
and,
correct.
And next thing I know, I'm hearing stories about you sliding with Uber lube all over the Uber lube to save the day all over the shower.
This is exactly right.
And yes, I think that's going to be a continuing theme for next year, although I'm not able to participate in another other than to laugh.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you're unable to participate in my anal adventures.
Yeah.
Um,
Why do you think that's so important to you?
It's like the uncharted territories. It's
Well,
like
so is
imagine
stick
when
a finger in your
when the
ear.
Pilgrims came and landed in Plymouth Rock, and they're looking out west and they say, "What's going on over there? There's probably some gold to be mined." And
All
then
right.
they go out and they venture, and that's how we end up in California.
Well, let me
Don't
tell
you see what's going on
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
finding California.
What if you get a partner and she's not up for sticking her finger in your ass?
She's gonna be up for. Everyone's into sticking fingers in their ass these days.
How do you know? You've taken a poll?
I just know everyone's into that these days.
Well,
That's why I'm thinking there's gold there to be had.
because a lot of people are into it.
Yeah. Although I will say, the one time that I was with a woman and she tried to stick her finger in my ass, it didn't feel good.
Because you were probably uptight, like you're clenched, like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
it was
like a vice.
like a
It's trying to get
clam.
into a
But
vault.
there's a pearl in there and the clammed shut.
All right, enough with your goddamn asshole. Can
I'd
we
like to
talk
share
about
with you
something
my
else?
favorite episode.
What?
So I actually had two because our show evolved this year from us interviewing. We had a ton of funny comedians at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Coming on the show talking about their sex life, and that kind of stopped once coronavirus hit.
Well,
And
no,
then it
it stopped
evolved-
because we decided we're just pretty damn funny on our own.
Yeah, COVID was definitely an impetus for that as well, a catalyst for that as well.
Okay.
Anyway, our show really evolved into its own feel, I would say, and so I have a favorite for that category of just the two of us as well.
And what is that?
So I'll start with that one. That was just last week's episode 339.
I agree.
Don't toothpaste your dick.
It devolved so quickly into some crazy ass conversation.
It just felt like we were really in the pocket.
You know, then the pocket is a very funny term too. Well,
Why?
what's going on with your mouth?
What's going on with you and the fucking scratching of the cheek?
Okay, but what I was thinking about when you said that about your favorite episode is toothpaste on your dick. Shame on you.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I took that theme and I put it on TikTok, And it got 50,000 views. People were going nuts over it. There are a lot of people who are putting that shit on their dick.
Do not toothpaste your dick. That's the bottom line, people.
No, but a lot of people love it. And it went into other stories, which led me down a rabbit hole on TikTok because one guy said that, I don't know how he devolved from toothpaste on your dick to saying, oh, because then I asked the question about where people shit. And then this guy said he once shit in his girlfriend's father's mouth for $150.
Oh my God. 150 is not bad, actually.
You would shit in someone else's mouth for $150? You probably do it for $50.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my
I
God.
shit in a toilet for free.
All right.
Actually,
Anyway.
Actually, I don't shit too often, which is actually a problem.
I think a lot of people are very consumed with, especially maybe now because of COVID, and they're in the house thinking about it more, but the bodily excrements.
Yeah.
There are certain friends of mine that if I bring up a bodily excrement from college, we will still devolve into laughter. With you and I think it ends up the funniest episodes all have to do with some sort of excrement coming out.
You know, my friend growing up would track his bowel movements. They made him at camp track their bowel movements.
Okay, that's an anal retentive thing.
They want to make sure everyone's shitting properly.
Speaking
of excrements, I got a question about this.
My mother finally shit. Is that what you're going to ask?
No.
Oh, what?
What the fuck? Well, she went a whole week without shitting.
She had constipation after her surgery.
This is where I'm heading.
After her, after she had to take, what are those called? Tranquilizers. Not tranquilizers, pain relievers. Sounds like my mother's doing like
Queen's
dope or
Gambit
something.
over here.
Queen's Gambit. Yeah, the Queen's Gambit. Oh, don't even. That was fun.
Okay, can I share something?
Yes.
All right. And I don't know, you might not want to hear this. I don't want to even share it, honestly.
Okay, then wait a second. I have a feeling that I should not be hearing this then because I've never heard you say this.
So last night I had a wet dream.
You were correct. Don't need to know why.
It's excrement. This is a type of excrement.
Oh, okay.
And I'm curious about this.
What was the dream about?
I was having sex with some woman.
Oh, there you go. A bit wishful thinking.
I didn't know who the person. I couldn't see the person's face actually.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, whatever the case, wishful thinking is what you fucking said. Fuck. Okay. Anyway, I started thinking this morning. I was like, it's not too far off from just pissing my bed. Like, why has my brain said it's okay to ejaculate in the middle of my sleep, but it's not okay to piss in the bed?
That's a good question.
And I have a feeling that I could train myself if I wanted to not to have wet dreams.
Why would you do that? That's
Well,
obviously
why
your
do
body is telling you you should masturbate, have sex, or somehow get your excrement out. And
why do you think that it's
a
not
healthy, normal thing to have a
well,
wet
then
dream?
why can't I piss my bed?
It's a different story.
Why?
Because piss and cum are different things, and one is more voluntary than the other, I would say, when you're sleeping.
No, that's what I'm saying. I could definitely. There's a conscious part of me in the dream that knows that I could ejaculate right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, get this. This is a hot take. I think we're way more in control of our dreams than anyone cares to think.
I love the way you stuck your little finger up in there, trying to give me a teaching lesson.
It's 100% true. You hear about people lucid dreaming.
All right, I'm going to take it one step further.
I could what?
Do you think you can control your farts when you're asleep?
I don't think so. Why?
Because I looked it up because Deez is farting and waking me up, so I looked it up online, and apparently you are semi-conscious when you're farting in your sleep.
See, that's what I'm saying.
So you are semi-conscious when you're knowing whether or not to pee, but not when you're in a deep, deep REM,
no, part of me knows.
Wet dream. You know that. No, you did not know. You were sound asleep. You were probably jacking off in your sleep. Who knows?
The fuck. The fuck.
You whacking the.
I felt incredible relief afterwards.
What? You need to jack off. It's not good for your prostate not to.
I jacked off a few days ago.
Oh, you're a horny little thing, aren't you?
Well, what's that about, huh?
I don't know.
I think what happens if I get really, really, really relaxed.
You know what? You've been watching Schitt's Creek.
What about it?
It's relaxing for you. You're actually relaxed for once.
I didn't watch Schitt's Creek last night. In fact, you tried to push the Schitt's Creek on me last night. I wasn't watching it.
I didn't try last night.
Oh, it was the night before.
I gave up on
Soul.
you.
We watched Soul, phenomenal movie. Anyway, can I tell about the other
fucking...
Actually, I'd like to know.
There was a lot of excrement talk just now.
Yeah, so I'd like to know 310-356-3920 whether or not, why do you feel like you need to chime in the last 4 digits?
Because that's all I can remember.
It's all you can remember, and what ends up happening is
no
that
one could hear it.
no one hears whatever the fuck the number is because you were just so excited to share the fucking 4 digits over my 4 digits.
I tried yesterday. I tried memorizing the lyrics to the Chicago
Down.
Bears fight song.
Yeah.
You think I can remember those?
No.
You
I
even
tried
gave
to.
me you tried to help me by telling me what I should do, which was to think sexual terms. What kid tells their mother you'll memorize
Because I know that
the
you
Chicago Bears fight song if you can remember sexual terms?
Yes.
Like a mnemonic device.
Yes.
So I tried to do play bear down Chicago Bears, make the plays. Now I forgot.
Make all the plays on the way
Oh, you
to
don't remember
victory.
on the way to victory. Bear, we all fight for the might.
All right, who gives a fuck?
See,
Can I just share?
I never forget the way we cheered the nation with our T formation. Bear
See?
down. I knew that from before when I tried to memorize it. That's all I memorized is the T formation.
All right. Can I share? We're at the first line of this whole schedule, and we're about fucking... It feels like an hour in, but we're 15 minutes in.
Devolved the rabbit hole.
The rabbit hole's devolved. Can I just share the other episode that I really enjoyed with our when we were involving comedians at the same time?
Yes.
I loved episode 282, The Virginity Taker, Neil Ghosh.
Oh, that was very funny too. He did like 3 or 4 virgins.
Yeah, but I there's something about sometimes when we bring someone in here and they really bring out the humor in themselves and in us.
And he did.
He really did. And I felt very comfortable in that interview.
I'm glad.
And so I think that might have been one of my favorite episodes. Okay. One thing you'd like to bring with you into 2021. Go, mother.
Go. I thought about this. So there's a few things actually. One is confidence to do anything. On TikTok. I started TikTok this year when COVID started, and I found it, at first I was like really cognizant of what I was putting out there, trying to make it perfect, trying to do my hair, my makeup, everything. Now I've been taking videos right when I wake up in the morning in bed. Okay. I will take a TikTok.
Have you ever TikToked on the toilet? The toilet TikTok?
I believe.
Toilet talk.
I believe I thought about doing it once. And speaking of that, I was going to bring something else up.
What?
Well,
wait, so what so you just want to continue that confidence into 2021?
Yeah, and then people will still love me even if I don't have makeup on, even if I tell my real age, even if I just bring up putting toothpaste on a cock.
Do you know what, mother? I believe I've on almost every other episode that we've ever recorded, I've disagreed with your opinions on TikTok. However, I will say that I have also reached a point of comedic freedom, and I'm hoping to bring that forward. Did you copy my fucking line?
How could I have copied your...
Because I had written it down first.
Oh, my God. No, I did not copy your line because I didn't have time to read your
shit.
That
was one of the things I wanted to bring into 2021 with me.
You and I both are trying to keep this comedic freedom going.
Yes.
I didn't even know that I was speaking about comedic freedom. That's why I know I didn't copy you.
Okay. By the way, if you want to see some comedic freedom, I'm probably going to release one of the most... the videos that probably make me the most uncomfortable to ever release later today on single cam comedy.
On TikTok.
I don't know, on TikTok, on Instagram, either one.
Well, I'm still, if any of you guys are friends with me on the Karen Lee Potter show on Facebook, I am officially banned from posting. Don't give me a finger, okay? I need to tell people. You always
talk about this. Who gives a flying fuck?
Well,
no one uses Facebook anymore.
Okay, I agree with that, but still, in case people are upset with me for not saying happy birthday and stuff like that.
No one gives a fuck.
Okay.
0 people give a fuck.
Well, I'm a little pissed off at Facebook, and I want to let them know that I'm not happy that all I did was said 5 things about making wild sex. That's all I did was say that, and that's the reason that they forbid me from posting, not even liking a picture. It's fucking pisses me off.
Okay, so maybe that's one of the things you'd like to leave behind in 2021.
Yeah, I'm going to leave behind. I have FOMO of Facebook. FOMO. Okay. Facebook, missing out of Facebook. But you know what? It's so 90s. Or no, it's so it's so 2000s. 20s.
I almost spit out my fucking...
It's all 2000 teens.
All right.
I feel like I'm a trendsetter in some respects. Why? What are you doing? Why are you ignoring me?
Boring.
Oh, excuse me.
This is my chance.
All right. The other thing I was saying is what these are things that I would like to. Was I doing things I want to take with me? I want to take with the fact that I've been eating some delicious meals between you and my boyfriend Dee's cooking.
Here's what I think happened. I think you looked at my list of things I want to take forward and you just copied it while I was meditating.
We just had the same ideas. What were you going to say about that?
I was going to expound upon my evolved relationship with these.
Oh, I wasn't going there. I just said cooking.
Well, it stems from cooking. Cooking was the mutual activity that allowed us to really come together.
Well, I've been really enjoying your time with us over here in the pod. I would like to know how many other sneaky freaks out there are with their partners day in and day out every day, and it can be very annoying and really downright disconcerting when you only see the same face, even though you love the person. It's just you need a little break. So you coming in is like a little ray of sunshine.
Oh, I'm happy to be the ray of sunshine because otherwise I'm alone in a box called my studio. So this pod is very nice.
And I will say that even one step further, that when for Christmas, we had an outdoor 6 feet apart away from each other Christmas in a driveway with a dumpster, similar to our Thanksgiving.
There
but this time
everywhere.
not only did we have raccoons, we had rats too. But it was nice to see your brother Jeremy's, a couple of his friends came, and to hear new voices telling stories was so exciting to me. I mean, it was just so different than just being with the same boring family members. No, I'm just kidding. I love my family. But, just to have outside people to actually look at and see, it's just, it's a rarity. And you don't really appreciate it until you don't have it for a year.
This brings me to Cam's Uppers. And if it's not...
Cam's Uppers is a place to be. Fun living is the life for me.
This is Cam's Uppers, the segment of the show where I choose to share with my mother something very personal and dear to my heart, something that really has changed my life this week, something that you might find interesting that my mother will usually find
boring
or
disgusting
or
ludicrous.
Well, guess what, Mother? I hope you don't find this one ludicrous. I was thinking this week about what is it that is so painful.
Did you just vomit in your mouth?
What is so painful about being alone during this time? What is so painful about this loneliness? And here's one idea I had, actually. I think when you're spending time with someone else, Mom, stop it now. Stop it now. Okay, just put the microphone away. I'm going to just keep talking. And when you stop laughing at me for being boring, then we can restart.
Well, this is a comedy show, and then what are you going to talk about? How you're lonely? This is not a comedy.
Just let me
tragedy.
Fucking finish on with this shit.
Ahead.
So I was thinking about loneliness. Why it's so painful, and I think that there is something. Mom.
Okay. I don't
God, I swear to God, I'm gonna mute your fucking track over here.
Go ahead. No, don't mute my track.
I'm muting you.
Don't mute my track. Don't mute my track.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, so I was thinking about loneliness. What is so chill? I'm turning away from you right now to talk about this. She's still laughing. Now her microphone's away from her face. Okay, so I was thinking about one of the things that you benefit from that you don't think about when you're snorting over there, Mom. When you stop.
Okay, you might have to turn the recording off.
I'm not stopping the recording. Pull it together.
Okay.
So one of the things when you're around people that you don't realize is that you get to see yourself in their eyes. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes.
What do you think I mean by that?
Poor little elf in the corner by himself.
What? What? What?
You're a poor little elf in the corner by yourself?
Where'd you get a poor little elf in the corner by yourself?
Well, first of all, your hat is sticking straight up like an elf's.
Okay. I'm thinking to myself, when you're around people, you can see how wonderful you are in their eyes, you know?
And the grass always looks greener on the other side.
What?
They think, oh, that's cool Cam. He's just sitting there in the corner with his little hat.
What the fuck is going on here?
I'm saying to you
I
that,
was talking to a friend yesterday.
how
and
do
he
they
was-
see you?
I was talking to a friend yesterday, and he was describing, how he didn't even realize how he was perceiving himself, but he was basically perceiving himself as a stunk, as someone who
Stunk.
someone who can't really, he's impotent in this world, and that he can't create anything, that he can't.
Is he alone or with a partner?
He is alone, so he doesn't see all the. And then I'm looking at him and I'm like, that is not how you come off in my eyes. It's not like you sit at home fucking smoking weed and doing nothing all day. You are actually one of the most, it's the smartest business people I've ever met. You're brilliant. It's only your self-doubt that prevents you from doing amazing things in this world.
Right.
And once he was able to see that I saw him like that, it brightened his whole fucking day.
That's what's called a mitzvah.
Yeah, and I wasn't bullshitting him either. That's really how I perceive him, and I have had that experience too when I see someone who looks at me with admiration, who is sweet to me, and then I'm like, oh, that's why there is that special something about me that sometimes I forget is there, and so this is why it's important to spend time with people. Why I get inherently depressed when I stop spending time with people.
I love that. Even though it was a little bit boring, I thought it was very sweet. And I think you're right. But I always see you as, well, sometimes you're not that uplifting. But usually I see you as very uplifting.
Right now, it seems like you see me as something very boring
No.
who shouldn't be sharing on my thoughts.
I like what you just said. I didn't know you were going to say that. I didn't read ahead in our notes to see that you were going to go into, this a very intense philosophical discussion about the meaning of life, which is what Soul is about, the movie.
Okay.
The Pixar movie we saw, and I thought that was great until Deez decided to give me weed, and I thought he gave me weed that I would stay up, and he gave me weed that I would go to sleep, so I missed a good 45 minutes of the movie.
So you had to rewatch it.
So I had to rewatch it at 1 a.m, so I was up to like 3.
All right,
Yeah.
we can move on.
Does that happen to anybody else? That you smoke weed during a movie and you pass the fuck out, and then you're really upset with yourself because you missed half the movie?
We can move on.
What the fuck?
We can move on.
Are you done? I
One
liked
thing
what you said.
One thing you'd like to leave behind in 2021.
You go first.
My mother not listening.
Is that what you're saying?
Your ability to not listen and over.
It's a good thing I didn't read that because I would have erased that.
I didn't put that in there. I just
Oh.
came up with that. No, one thing I'd like to leave
That was
behind
a
in
mean thing to
2021
say.
is my loneliness.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Your loneliness. You just said that people perceive you as being very cool and special.
No, but the feeling of loneliness is very
Are
painful.
you alone or are you lonely?
Lonely. Both, actually, quite honestly.
Well,
not currently, but
You had me and Deez over to your place.
I did.
And it was a cute little hobbit hole.
But I'm ready for that loneliness to
Dissipate?
dissipate. Yeah.
And do you think it'll happen before this vaccine is taken over and made us all
You want to hear a
Corona-free?
prediction?
what?
Which is more of a anxious concern. I have a feeling, I have these fantasies of like just going hog wild.
Oh, you're going to do rages?
Rages?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What is rages, mother?
You don't know what rages is?
What are rages?
You know raging. What? What?
You're a rage. Like I'm gonna go rage.
Yeah.
It's not called
Yeah.
doing rages.
What is it called? It's raging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go raging.
Yeah, you're going to go raging?
Yeah, I'm gonna go raging after this coronavirus is
Like
finished.
go to clubs and dance and like party till
Ye-
4 a.m. You never would do that. You'd be like, oh, I'm going to be so tired
I'm
the
gonna
next
make
day.
up for some fucking lost time.
Okay, Mr. Rager.
I'm gonna travel a lot.
That
I'm gonna meet a bunch of different people, sleep with a bunch of different people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And here's
I'm
a
sure
prediction.
you're going to be going sleeping with a bunch of different
You-
people and not be concerned that A, you impregnated them, B, that they came up with like 17 million
I'm
different
gonna be living
STDs.
with
3,
wait,
now we add a entire bunch of COVID-19 tests.
Nope. I'm gonna be vaccinated. We're gonna be clear of this, and I'm gonna be living a much more risk-loving life, and you're gonna be surprised by it.
I'm happy.
And you're not even gonna know it because I'm not even gonna fucking share it with you.
Oh, boy.
And another prediction is that I'm gonna find someone who I want to settle down with.
And that would be a good thing.
few weeks before all this transpires, which is
Oh,
going to
the
really
guilty.
fuck my ass up.
That actually happened with me and your dad. I was going on a European adventure after I graduated college, and he and I had just started getting kind of serious. And then we didn't have cell phones or anything, so I couldn't even talk to him. So we literally would, somehow he tracked me down in all these different countries I was at, and we'd have to wait by the front desk for the calls to come through. I'd hear someone calling right before we left.
Did you feel like you were missing out on, some European lovers?
Yes.
You did feel that.
Because my friends were going hog wild on this trip.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's
But
a bad idea. You want
So?
to make sure not to fall in love right before you go on a wild, crazy rage.
So I guess this is a little anxious fear of mine. So
That should be a big problem for you, that you find out the love of your life right before you go on your rage.
That's exactly right.
This would be a good thing.
Good
problem.
You say find a love for, and then
I say just do it all.
I have a
Rage,
feeling-
find love,
I
have
have a
sex.
feeling that the love will be okay with me having
I think
one
you're
last
fucked
stand.
in the head.
What?
Yeah, I don't think that person's going to be that. Oh yeah, go fuck everybody in Europe and come back and expect to fuck me standing here
I think so.
flapping in the wind.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so
Well,
that's
maybe you could go with this love of your life on this trip. Well, that would kind of ruin the whole rage idea.
That's correct.
Okay. Well,
Or
I like this. I would like to do a rage thing too.
What's the one thing you'd like to leave behind in 2021, Mother?
This constant fear of the COVID-19 virus. I cannot stand it any longer. I walk out of my apartment. And Deez has got me so crazy that I walk down the street and he sees somebody coming and he almost pushes me off the road to protect me, quote unquote, which really means that he was just giving the guy coming towards us the fuck you for not wearing a mask sign by throwing me off the road. I mean, it's a fucked up situation.
That is fucked up.
Yeah. But my point is that I can't stand it anymore. It's just I wear my mask and I'm very conscious of it, but it really is making my my ability to be free contained because they got this goddamn mask on me that no one can even hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, it does feel very insulating.
It's annoying.
Insulating.
It's annoying. It's almost as boring as Cams Uppers.
That was not so boring.
No, today's Cams Uppers. It was
They're never that boring, Mother.
It was very in tune with the movie Soul that we saw. This Pixar movie that really got to all of us.
It really had nothing to do with the Pixar movie.
It has to do with the fact that in the Pixar movie, it's all about what is your purpose in life, or what is the meaning of life.
Yeah, but that had nothing to do with what the
I
fuck
took
I was
what you said a step further.
Okay.
You saw in the person beyond what they're capable of business wise. You saw them as a more important part of them, just the essence of who they are. It's not just the one piece of what you do for your living.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
He was looking at himself with some self-criticism, and I said, no, that's not true. You're not seeing how wonderful and talented you are. I literally was saying you actually are quite talented in this career endeavor.
But it's more than the career.
But I didn't bring that up to him.
I don't want people to think that soul is just about finding your purpose, because it's not. It's much deeper.
Okay. All right. Moving right along. Do you want to start your 2021 with a bang?
Yes, I do. How did you guess?
Well, then grab a pleasure product from Satisfier.com.
Okay, these are awesome. I use the Curvy 2. It's an air pulse stimulator. Yes.
It makes that sound against your clitoris.
Yes, it feels almost like oral sex.
Oh, wow.
You can hold it in your hand. You can use it during sex. I love this thing. Sometimes when you're in the middle of the act, you got the buttons and you're not sure because it's dark what button to press to turn it off to on, harder, softer, moving faster. This has an app that you can connect and then you can control it that way.
This is like you're using your phone or your watch
Yes.
as a remote control for the vibrator.
And what's really cool, mine goes in time with the music.
Oh.
And it'll pulse to the partner's voice.
You can play with someone from across the country. So say there's a sneaky freak out there that I'm real attracted to. I can't really go and see them, but what if I send them this air pulse stimulator and then we can play virtually?
I think it sounds
using
like,
the Connect app.
It sounds like a lot of fun to me, Cam.
I'm fucking having a blast over here. These come in at a
Great price point.
great price
That's
point.
what I knew you were going with.
But we can even get you a 40% discount
Oh
on
my God.
any app-enabled product. All you have to do is go to Satisfyer.com and use promo code MOM40, MOM40. You'll get 40% off at Satisfyer.com, Satisfyer.com.
And get free shipping.
That's also in the show notes of this episode.
You've likely woken up and are struggling to get back to sleep.
What's going on with that sexy-ass voice?
It's a calming, soothing voice. Jerome is the person who puts me back to sleep. This is through the Calm app. It has saved my life. Do you understand how important sleep is? And I don't get it because I got a partner that's snoring away. I put Jerome on and he calms me back to sleep. It's amazing.
I love that. Maybe I'm going to use this next time I wake up with a wet dream. This will help me get right back to sleep. Calm is the ultimate app designed to help ease your stress and get you the best sleep of your freaking life.
Not just that, but Calm has the best meditation.
Oh, totally. If you're just learning to meditate, Calm will guide you to meditation success.
I don't even think it's just when you're first beginning because I consider it a pretty advanced meditator.
You're a fucking advanced
All right,
meditator?
maybe not advanced. Maybe I'm an advanced beginner. But the point is, for any level of expertise at meditating, this is your app, calm.com/sextalk.
You'll get a limited time offer of 40% off a Calm Premium subscription, which includes hundreds of hours of programming.
Over 85 million people around the world use Calm. And I'm telling you, I personally use Calm not just once a day, many times a day.
That's 40% off, unlimited access to Calm's entire library, and new content is added every week. Get started today at calm.com/sextalk. Not mom, but calm.com/sextalk.
I personally think it's a relationship and game changer. I'll share with you one funny story and you heard it too, from when we had our little Christmas celebration outside with the raccoons and the rats.
Yes.
One of the guys
Raccoons and the rats?
he was telling us a story about someone who was eating in the shower. And it devolved into all kinds of crazy stories.
Well, basically, he was talking about the subset of the internet that have shown they they enjoy eating in the shower.
Right.
That's fucked up.
And it got us all thinking about like things that we do in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, do you ever pee in the shower?
I don't like that.
All right.
It smells so bad.
It does. It really, one
You're trying
time.
to get clean and
yeah.
smell good, and that shit smells bad.
No, it smells like Gus's dog pit. Anyway, he was saying how people were eating in the shower. And I was thinking about.
Who's doing that?
I don't know.
What are they even bringing? Spaghetti bolognese into the shower?
I mean, I guess it would be an easy cleanup.
It would be. I did know someone that cleaned their plates in the tub.
That's fucking weird too. Who's doing that? Was
Sometimes
that
people
you?
If people don't have sinks, if they live in a little bachelor,
Oh my God! So
bachelor studio
Can you imagine?
without a kitchen, then you have to clean in
Yeah, but can you imagine
the
if
shower.
your shower gets stopped up and you have spaghetti
Oh.
floating around there while you're trying to take a
I don't like it. I don't like it.
And then I started thinking about my friend who was dating some guy. He took her to like some vacation spot and they had sex. And then he went to the bathroom and he was in there for a while. And she was like, what's he doing? And she opened, and apparently, I guess he left the door kind of open. She looked inside. He's sitting on the toilet eating a bag of potato chips, crunching away. Who does that? How do you eat? Talk about
snack after sex.
I
Post-sex snack.
You have no problem with this.
I mean, it's a little weird that he was doing it on the toilet. I would find it weird to be eating potato chips at any time.
You don't eat where you shit.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Well, he was eating chips where he shits
Or pissed.
or pissed.
I agree. I don't like it. I don't like eating where you shit, and I don't like eating where you shower.
Basically, we have to keep all the rooms separated.
Do you guys eat where you shower? Please text us at 310-356-3920. 3920. Jesus Christ. All right.
All right, so that's all I had to say is that, it was pretty funny finding out what people do in the shower. And I was thinking of what I do in the shower. And you know what I usually do? Think of mom's news articles. And I'm telling you something. Oh, my God.
You got a good one for us today, Mooch? Mom's News is a segment of the show where my mother shares groundbreaking, life-changing news that we need to hear.
And this is kind of life-changing. A bodybuilder faces heartbreak at Christmas. This last Christmas, as sex doll wife tragically breaks.
Wait.
I'm not kidding you.
Wait.
You heard it.
Can you repeat that?
A bodybuilder. He faces heartbreak at Christmas as his sex doll wife tragically breaks.
What do you mean sex doll wife?
Well, that's what I was going to tell you. Yuri Tolochko from Kazakhstan hopes his sex doll wife Margot can be repaired in time for their first romantic Christmas together as a married couple.
Hold on.
You heard it. He's a bodybuilder. Kazakhstan?
No, there's no such thing as Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Kazakhstan?
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan?
I got cock on the brain.
Oh my God.
Kazakhstan.
Dude, Kazakhstan is
Kazakhstan.
where Borat was out.
Well,
from.
this would be right. He could put this right in his Borak 3 or 4, whatever he's on right now.
He was married to a fucking.
He was wed his sex doll. He has revealed she has tragically been broken just before Christmas.
She has revealed?
His sex doll has a bodybuilder who wed his sex doll has revealed she has tragically been broken just before Christmas. What the fuck do you think he was doing to this poor doll?
You must have. I mean,
Margot.
Also, it's interesting he's a bodybuilder. How did they even find this story?
He says it has ruined their plans for a Christmas together as a married couple.
What? He married
now
the
faces a
sex
tense
doll?
wait to see if all her bits can be repaired back to good working order in the time of the festive day. Bits meaning lady parts.
yeah, we know. Although I feel like that would be easy to. What did he do? What did he fuck this shit up?
I read the article 3 times to get some
the
specifics.
dirty
I
deets?
didn't get any specifics except for the bits. He did.
Where did this come from, by the way?
Oh, this is a very reliable source. It's the Mirror.
Of course, another UK tabloid.
Yeah. So I decided to follow Yuri on Instagram. I went talking about going down a rabbit hole. I went down the rabbit hole on Instagram, and I found an interview that he just had about the incident, and I'd like to play a little bit for you.
Let's do it.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about the wedding?
Our wedding took place in Nur-Sultan. This is the capital of Kazakhstan, our country. It was a friendly evening in a cozy restaurant. There was about 30 people. This is my friends. So we were happy. We had a great time. So I like my life because I live. I want. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm kinky, but I'm proud of what I have done and what I do. Thank you.
He's a little crazy or kinky. What do you think?
Sneaky.
He's sneaky. He's a
Sneaky
sneaky
and
freak.
freaky.
He's a sneaky freak.
He had a wedding with 30 of his closest friends.
You heard
what
it.
are the 30 close friends thinking when he wants to marry this fuck doll?
Apparently, they were all happy for him.
Wow. Would you get him a gift?
That's a good question.
Do you give him another sex doll as a gift?
That would be not so good.
Why?
Well, actually, Margot doesn't get jealous, so I guess he can do whatever he wants.
Yes, he can.
Margot can have a friend. They can have like a throuple.
Do you think he was joking in this, or do you think he was?
No,
being
dead
for-
serious. Believe me, I read and more. I watched a lot of these videos, and he's dead serious. He's a
Wow.
bodybuilder, by the way. You could see some of his pictures on Instagram.
I mean,
I suggested it'll be in the show notes if you want to follow him. His
Okay.
name is Yuri.
Thank you very much for sharing that. Mom's news.
Mom's news. Noms news.
Noms
would
news.
You ever consider getting a fuck doll if you get super lonely?
In
Maybe
20
you should do this. Get a fuck doll and then go raging.
Oh, that's not bad because the fuck dolls don't get jealous.
Right.
Actually, maybe Yuri's onto something here.
Yep.
I would love to read some of our listener text messages.
I would love to hear what you've got to read.
We have Leah, who's a Leo, 24. She says, "Here, I'm listening to episode 339, and I would love to hear Cam's uppers every week without interruptions.
Oh boy, thank you, Leah.
Yes, I'm interested in attachment styles as they are very important to understanding our behaviors in relationships."
I apologize, Leah. I tried very hard not to laugh. But then when you try not to laugh, sometimes your body just decides to... It's an involuntary response, like Cam's ejaculations when he sleeps.
Let's hear from Bella. She says, "Cam and Karen, love the show. Thanks for making me laugh every week. Cam, I've got to say, as someone with a degree in psychology, my senior seminar on attachment theory was by far my favorite class. I think with greater awareness and communication about attachment, we could all be enjoying healthier and more sustainable relationships. I find this topic fascinating, and I appreciate Cam's uppers.
Okay. Apparently,
Huh.
I'm definitely in a minority here. Your uppers are
very
very
interesting.
welcome, and maybe for 2021 I'll be able to listen to them without laughing.
Yeah, thank you.
I've tried.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to think of like dying puppies or things like that. I once asked the guy, like, how do you not like? This is a guy that I was having sex with. How do you not think about having sex all the time? And he said, I think about my really ugly second grade teacher.
Oh my God.
Yeah. How do you stop thinking about sex, or when you're especially in early stages of a sexual relationship with someone?
I don't stop. I just let it run.
Oh, you just let it ride. Just
Let it ride.
fantasize all day long.
Yeah, walk around with that bony. Keep going.
Oh, bony?
Let the good times roll. Yeah, that bony.
Let the good times bone.
Yeah, that's right. We got one from Jamie who says, I'm listening to the most current episode and I had to pause it and immediately ask that you please share a picture of Cam and Dee's holding hands. Would
Oh.
totally make this sneaky freak's day, and I'm sure others. We need more sweetness in this world. You could always blur out Dee's face, but I love this vision. Heart.
Oh.
Thank you, Jamie. We did bring this up because Deez is a very macho man, and it'd be very bizarre in our relationship right now if I just went around holding his hand. I did mention this to him, and he did say that if I were ever in need of comforting, he would hold my hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I said, well, what about it just on an average day? Can we just hold hands? And he wasn't so keen on that.
What? That was not one of the things he was looking forward to doing with you?
No. So maybe he's not the first person I hold hands with when the coronavirus ends.
But he'll be there for you at all times.
Yes.
Because he is in the pod.
But maybe I can sneak a picture of me holding his hand. We'll see.
Just for Jamie.
Yeah. Mr. Bean, I guess this was in reference to our Sneaky Freak patron party. He had a question. He wanted to know if he can come naked or bring sheep.
I prefer he does both.
That's exactly what I responded, actually. I would like him to be naked with sheep over there.
That's right.
So next month, I would like to see you naked with a sheep.
And by the way,
2021 deserves it, Mr. Bean.
He is Dr. Harvey Bingswell on TikTok. If anyone would like to follow Mr. Bean.
He is
Dr.
fucking
Harvey
hilarious.
Bingswell.
I love him on any platform, but I think especially TikTok was where he shines.
You don't even know what goes on behind closed doors.
With who?
Mr. Bean has decided to send me stuff on my my Instagram account, my own Karen Lee Potter Instagram account.
He does this to me as well.
Oh, so he's playing us both.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff are you getting?
I'm getting like random messages, questions about my day and
that's
my thoughts.
Yeah, I'm getting these same kind of things. And what's weird is that it's like it's coming from Dr. Harvey Bingswell. So I'm never, me and being my brain the size of a pea sometimes, I never know who these people are on the DMs here that I get.
Yeah.
And so when I see that, I'm always like, who the fuck is this? And
How could you forget Mr. Harvey Bingswell?
Because sometimes he changes his names as well. I don't even know.
I would like to read another text from Marley. The best part about you guys is I feel like I really know you. Thanks again, made my day. Hard times working from home with a baby. It gets lonely. Thanks for making it more fun. How do you think we'll look back on quarantine times when it's all over? In a weird way, I'm afraid of it to be over. I had so much time with my newborn, he's practically not an infant anymore. I am sad for it to be over in a way because it was such a relief to have no FOMO. Fear of missing out. I'm not sure
knew that,
what.
Cam.
I just wanted to make sure all listeners know. I'm not sure what this means. Am I happy being a hermit, or will I miss out on life sitting on my couch?
Marley, oh my God, I have been having those exact same thoughts.
No way.
Yes, and I almost felt like this would have been a great time to get a brand new dog because you're home anyway. You could train it. And if you had a brand new baby, it's the perfect time because that's when you really are kind of stuck inside your nursing. You don't want to walk around whipping your tit out and all over the place. So, you're home anyway. So it's a perfect time to be home alone with a baby.
No way.
And also, then I was also thinking, I'm liking not having to put on any jeans and high heels or anything. I can just walk around in my, sweats all day long. And what's it going to be like? I'm going to actually have to start getting dressed.
You know what's funny? I think that we're having very different experiences.
Why?
And I have a feeling my friends who are in couples right now, I was just hanging out with some. Yeah, it's unenjoyable to see the same person every day, and it gets boring. Okay, but the single men that I'm friends with, this is a different level of despair.
Well, they're
This
all
is something I've
fucking-
never seen before.
because they're in their 20s and 30s and they are horny as fuck.
And they're
and they
not seeing
want-
people, not seeing someone not seeing people day in and day out. You will become depressed for precisely the reason I outlined in Cam's Uppers. You stop feeling like you have a reason to be in this world.
Oh no! Don't even say something
You
like
stop
that.
feeling like you
A
deserve
reason-
to be in this
A
world.
raison d'être. It's
What?
French for a reason to be.
Yes. And so to all those, if you're feeling that way, sneaky freaks, know that you are not alone. This will be over very soon. And
And you're going to be wishing you can go back to those days when you didn't have to worry about what you're going to wear.
no, I don't
Oh.
think you will. If you're like me, you're going to be fucking raging. You're going to be going to all the rages. And
I'm going to hold you to that.
But if you're like
Cam's
Marley,
raging is a time for me.
for some people, like
Marley-
Marley, there are some things.
It was a perfect time to have an infant, Marley. I hear you. And I agree.
So you're and no hate, no
But
hate
I
to
am- I
anyone.
am like-
however you're experiencing this pandemic.
It's also nice not having to make plans. I used to make plans like,
Yeah, that no FOMO.
every weekend, okay, this party's going on, this wedding's going on, I plan a trip, fly here, fly there, see my mother, see my friends, do all this stuff in Chicago. I don't, someone says to me, what are you doing Friday? I'm free. What are you doing Tuesday? I'm free. What are you doing Thursday? I'm free. I don't have to look at my calendar. I don't even know why I have a calendar because I'm free.
Yeah.
I'm free as a fucking bird.
Yeah, it
I
is-
got no plans. I can make plans at the last minute and not worry about fear of missing anything because I'm free.
I prefer to see people, so I'll plan months. Right now, I literally just planned an Instagram like show together with someone for February, the end of February. That's how enjoyable I find it to make plans at this point. Any sense of the outside world. Okay, I'd like to thank everyone who is involved in our sneaky freak family. I'm changing gears over here. I
Okay.
don't know if you saw that. Thank you for texting us. Thank you for supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/sex talk with my mom. That is where you get bonus content. We're wrapping up our series of the Queen's Gambit recap show where we go through every episode of Queen's Gambit.
Oh,
just
it's
the two
so
of us.
funny.
It's very fun. And we love your support over there
And anyone who's following us on TikTok, of course, we love you there.
at Sex Talk with my mom.
It's Sex Talk with my mom. Actually, it's Stalk with my mom right now. Because Cam decided to change the name to something weird like S Talk with my mom that looks like Stalk with my mom.
Okay, this was a mutual decision. that
I try every day. I try to switch that back, and I'm like, why can't I post on Sex Talk with my mom? Oh, there is no Sex Talk with my mom. It's called Stalk with my mom right now. But truthfully, we are having a good time on a lot of the social media platforms. So follow us everywhere, and I want to thank our family for supporting us this year, not financially but emotionally. I mean, all our family members have contributed in one sense or another. Your brother has helped with sound. We've gotten advice from some of the other members of the family that have
that's
become
very sweet.
partners with our.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think our family has been very supportive this year, and I
Our
really
family's
appreciate
growing,
that as well.
and it's nice. And
In this this sneaky freak family is also growing, and the people that have left us reviews have made our days. I'd
Oh,
like
yeah.
to read one.
I'd like to hear it.
This was left on Castbox. This person just wrote. They were quoting us, saying it was a laugh cry face, and it said, "These are like my unborn grandchildren." Oh, I don't like that at all. This person said, "I'm dying." That was in reference to the episode where
It was episode 133, sperm test with my mom.
where I did a sperm test, and you said you were looking at the sperm under the microscope, saying, "Oh, these are like my unborn grandchildren." And then I said, "Oh, I don't like that at all."
You know what I like? I like that I can listen back to my own podcast and laugh again.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So if you guys have anything for the next year that you would like us to talk about, any topics, any kind of mom's news or Cam's uppers that you'd like to add. 'Cause some people send us in stuff that, they'd like us to expound upon. Please let us know. We have a great text line that you can text us on, which I can't memorize because I can't remember shit. But Cam will say it right now.
310-356-3920.
You go ahead and text away. Become a member of there, because if that's free, if we text you and you text us, we can stay together. If what happened to me on Facebook can happen on other social media platforms, we want to make sure that we don't lose you guys.
Thank you guys. You guys, truly, your listening gives us purpose in this world.
It does. When I hear that you guys actually listen to us and laugh, it warms the cockles of my heart. It puts glee in my heart as it does to Cam.
Yes, it does. Most people don't want to work the last week of this year. I was delighted to come over here to record this episode with you.
Me too.
And it's because of you sneaky freaks giving us that support. So thank you so much for your continual love
And loyalty.
Because
we know you have a lot of options to choose when listening to podcasts.
Yes. So Happy New Year to you. May your 2021 be filled with joy, laughter, and love.
Oh, and let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees, and having done with corona disease.
Oh, it rhymed. Didn't make much sense, but it rhymed.
I think we know where I was going with it.
I know where you're going with it.
I like it.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Happy New Year, you filthy animals.
See you in 2021.